Hey guys, this is the Great Luigi here. Welcome to Pokemon Emerald version, the go-through, part 34. Anyway, off screen, I just got to the trick house, and now we're going to enter it. Considering a few episodes ago we beat Flannery, and now we can go ahead and do this. Exclamation mark! So yeah, this is pretty much the last main thing we can do after being Flannery's gym and before going back to Petalburg. This is probably going to take most of the episode. Also, you do need Rock Smash. Just right here. And now there are just a couple of trainers. I think, with one exception, every single Trick House maze has exactly 3 trainers. No more, no less. Alright, a Kecleon. That's going to be slightly annoying, I suppose. Not too bad, though. I'll just start off with a good old-fashioned Fury attack. And anyway, as some of you might know, I'm in New York City, specifically Brooklyn. Oh my god, now you can stalk me. There's only, a couple million people in Brooklyn or something. Yeah, New York City's kind of big. But yeah, chances are most of you, at least people in, the U.S. have heard that there's been, a really big blizzard in the Northeast. And there has. New York City got hit pretty hard. I think I've seen worse in recent years, but it's still pretty bad. And, of course, I miss. And I'm recording this Monday night. It pretty much snowed for 24 hours, and when I woke up, on Monday, / the day I'm recording this, stopped snowing. But the thing is, there is a lot of snow out there. I think they said it might be almost 2 feet, I'm not sure. But yeah. Now, normally, it's not horrible. Especially considering, they plow and such, you can drive it, such, at least. It would be a bit annoying to drive, but at least you can drive. But, the thing is, at least in most of Brooklyn, I've heard most of all the boroughs except Manhattan. In case you don't know what boroughs are, they're basically like counties. There's Staten Island, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, and the Bronx. Anyway, at least in my area in Brooklyn, there haven't been any snowplows whatsoever. And, self-destruct, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, that did a lot. But yay, Swablu got a level up. And next up's the Nose Pass. I'll just go into Swablu, and hopefully it won't use, Rock Throw or something. I just want to heal up Grovyle quickly. But yeah, there haven't been any snowplows going through any of the streets. They haven't happened even once. It is, completely untouched, aside from various people trying to shovel their cars out. And normally by this point, because normally, New York City is really good with that sort of thing. So that when it snows, by the next day, there's snowplows all over, and, everything's been, and, it's still, snowing a lot, but at least people are able to drive through roads. But here, you can't. And I don't live on a side street or anything. I live near, I live on, somewhat, not ridiculously huge, but, a decently sized avenue, plus, a couple of others. And I've heard that lots of big avenues haven't been plowed at all. It's mostly just Manhattan. Then maybe 1 or 2 really big areas in Brooklyn have been plowed, but that's it. And from what I've heard, that's how it is in all the other areas, too. It's ridiculous. Of course, nobody can get their cars out, but, that's normal. But nobody can drive. I've heard that a couple of subway trains are, aren't able to move, or anything like that. And also, I think my mom told me that a while ago when I wasn't paying attention, an ambulance actually got stuck in one of the streets nearby. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I've never seen it this bad. Again, it wouldn't, of course it's a lot of snow, but it wouldn't be bad if there were actually trucks plowing places. But there aren't, so it kind of sucks. Anyway, we're about to finish up with this trainer, at least. And good thing it didn't use self-destruct, too. And I believe there's only 1 trainer left now in this area, then we just need to get, the 1 or 2 mail items, the scroll, and the exit. And speaking of the trainer, there she is. And over here is wood mail. Okay, that's... Yep, just mail. Completely useless. Does anyone here actually, like... I guess you could say in the comments or something, not that anyone ever really comments, but... If you're curious, has anyone here actually used mail? I mean, I think it's been around since Held Items, which was gold, silver. I have never used mail. Ever! It's like there's no point to it. I just don't get it. And I'm gonna go for Peck instead of Fury Attack, because otherwise, you know, it might attract. Oh, it just used Attract anyway. Alright, I'll just switch then. But, yeah, I've never used mail or anything like that, and I was just cracking my knuckles. I seem to be doing that a little bit. And Fury Attack, I don't care much about that. In other news, let's see. On a lighter note, aside from, you know, people being stranded, you know, this is gonna be a bit late. I'm recording this, like, the same day the news came out, but, you know, it's going up a day later. Granted, there might be some of you who don't know about it, but basically, black and white versions, got release dates, and I really doubt this qualifies as a spoiler. It's coming out, March 6th, 2011. That's maybe a few weeks before I was expecting it. Like, I was expecting it by the end of March. I know some people were thinking it would be in August. No, not August, April, and there was, like, a GameStop thing saying April, but GameStop's always wrong with stuff like that. Plus, I remember seeing a while back, piece of news, like, lists of, like, Nintendo listing, like, various stuff coming out within the first quarter. One of the things listed was black and white. So I was fairly confident it would be out by the end of March. What I wasn't expecting, though, is it would be out by the first week of March. That's a nice surprise. Like, a week from now, it'll be, like, exactly 2 months away. So, yeah, the wait for the English releases is halfway over. Yay. Like, you know, there was always all the hype for Black and White before it came out. Then once it was out and we got all the news, it went down a bit. But now that it's about to come out in English, the hype's going back up again. And I cannot wait for that. Like, you know, I was following all the news sites and such for Black and White. And I can't go that way. I'll just close this right now. And, let's see, where do I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Excuse me. But, thing is, and... no, that will not work. I need to hit this one. And what happens is that, you know, I remember I was following all the news also for when Diamond and Pearl were about to come out in Japan, and that wasn't as... I wasn't as hyped for that because, it didn't change as much. Like, I'm not going to go into real spoilers or anything, but Black and White are going to be a pretty nice change for the series and such. That's all I'll say. And yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for it. You know, graphics are much better, obviously. Plus, you know, there's some other various changes. Again, I'm not going to go into too much detail. Trust me, there's more changes than just the graphics. But I'm really excited. Like, I've seen a few videos, of the game early on. But, what's it? I haven't seen much past, like, maybe the second gym. And again, I just saw a few videos early on just to see a taste of it. And, you know, also stuff like, and I'm just gonna talk for another minute or two because I'm about to cut and then I'll forget what I was going to say. But, you know, I know about most, if not all, of the game, pretty much. Like, even minor details, you know, stuff like that. But I haven't actually seen it in videos or such, because I want to save that. I haven't played it on a ROM or anything. I haven't imported it or anything like that. I've seen a few screenshots, saw a few videos of the very early part of the game, and that's about it. So I'm very excited. I think, you know, this might be a bit too early to say, but I think those games might actually have potential to become my favorite Pokemon games. I might actually... for the first time, my favorite Pokemon game might not be one set in Johto. Huh. Alright then, be right back. Alright then, I'm back, and I'm just in Rushboro City quickly. Anyway, we're just heading to the Devon building. Just to do something quickly in here. And I believe it is the one in this corner. And he's talking about resurrecting fossils, and yes, I would like you to resurrect this claw fossil that we got last episode. Anyway, you just want to go downstairs, go back upstairs, like, you know, in other games with fossils. And he's like, thanks for waiting, even though that took literally a second, and no, that wasn't just a really good cut on my part. And no, I didn't mean to hit. Nickname. Anyway, here is Anoreth. And I want you to say hello to someone who is not our 5th team member. Ha! I totally got you, except for the fact that I didn't. So yeah, randomness. Just felt like doing that since this was on the way to Petalburg. Anyway, I think we did a good amount this episode. Like, I don't quite want to start the Petalburg Gym yet, simply because I want to save that for its own episode. Plus, the Trick House is somewhat similar to a gym anyway. Well, not really. So yeah, next time we'll finally get to Petalburg and get on with that gym. I'll see you then.